Yo, so we just literally witnessed like one of the craziest overdoses. Me and Agnes here, we were walking down East Hastings, and like what? Like this kid, what was he wearing? Like you could totally tell this kid was from an upper class neighborhood, wearing all these fancy clothes. And I approached him. You know, we identified that he was dying. I don't even know how long he'd been there. And I checked his airway. He had no breath coming out. Gave him a little bit of push on the chest. His airway was clear, and I was just about to start administering naloxone, Narcan. And thank God, on site just happened to be around the corner, and they showed up with air tanks and a staff. But in the process of doing that, a guy came at me with an axe and destroyed my camera, smashed my cameras. And even though I was trying to save his buddy's life, and I was the first responder on the scene administering Narcan, his buddy decided to come at me with an axe and almost killed me. And yeah, there's pretty much everything on the top of my cameras are now destroyed. So that puts us almost at a complete halt when it comes to filming for this project. So try to do something nice for people, and they try to kill us. But I don't know, it really shook Agnes up. She never really seen anything like that before. Like, you could see this kid was on the brink of death. And
I've never seen like a kid that obviously comes from a nice family just come out here to OD and like is lying on the street. You know, that's how brutal this is. Like, it affects everyone. It doesn't affect just people out here. It affects everybody.
It's tragic, man. Like, people think that these are the slums and it's just homeless people out here shooting dope. But let me tell you, man, I seen like a 13, 14-year-old kid down here chasing crystal meth earlier. You know, I got a girl that just turned 17 years old. She'd been living out here on the streets being raped and abused and passed around since she was 14 years old. So all she knows is 3 years worth of dealing dope and getting raped by predators. And I was able to get her into a treatment facility and get her off the streets just by talking to her and, you know, showing her a little empathy and telling her that somebody loves her, you know. We bumped into a guy earlier that was doing carvings, and we identified ourselves as addicts, and he started crying and completely opened up his whole story to us, you know, and said that he was going to donate some art to us we can auction off. And we all hugged, and he cried, and it was a really emotional moment, man. But, you know, nobody's told him that they've loved him in a while, and we made sure that we did. Spent a little bit of time with him to get to know him. But yeah, man, there's a lot of death out here. Today's Welfare Wednesday, they call it. So the ambulances are just running rampant everywhere. And, you know, poor Agnes, this is her first time out on one of these shoots, and she's really shaken up about it. I don't know.
I've seen it before, just not like a little kid in fancy clothes lying on the street corner. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah. And
this kid was like 18 years old, maybe.
And then the violence afterwards, too. How'd that make you feel?
Yeah. That was kind of intense as well. Haven't really been chased with, what was it? A hammer?
Hammer, axe, the hatchet.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got just out here trying to do our job, man. You know, some people love us, some people want to kill us, but you know, we're out here trying to save lives, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, there's different reactions. Like the guy that we saw, what was his name? Edgar?
Edgar, yeah.
Yeah, he absolutely loved us and was just chilling and carving and doing his artwork, and other people are just, well, I understand the fact that, you know, it's disrespectful in ways, but yeah, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do.
Put your head on mine. You know what? To everybody out there, we're fighting a war out here. We are on the front lines of a war zone, and it is fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
Not only because we're addicts, and there's drugs everywhere, there's needles everywhere, but it's violent, man. The dealers don't want us out here, and people are really, they're not in the right mind state to approach. So it's a very dangerous thing that we're doing. And now I just lost my Nikon 7300, which is the main camera for the film. So we're definitely going to be launching a crowdfunding campaign shortly, and I'm really going to need all the help that we can get from you guys. I don't care if it's like $1, 50 cents, $2, $10, $500, we don't care. We would encourage you to stay tuned, and when we drop the crowdfunding campaign, just share, 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 because we can't do anything without you. So we love you, man. Peace out. Look at my tripod with no camera. And I'm still gonna keep going. One love. Johnny Moore from ETSM.
Agnieszka.
We're out.